about the atmosphere. We have discussed about the different layers of the atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Apart from that, exosphere also. The troposphere, it is almost 4 to 10 miles from the Earth's surface. It decreases as we increase the altitude. Altitude is basically distance from the surface of Earth. Then stratosphere, where the aeroplane flies, and temperature, where rises with the rise in the altitude. So as we increase the altitude, the temperature also rises there. It is a layer where the ozone layer is present. It's a layer where free of weather is there, and then it is almost 30 to 35 miles from the Earth's surface. The next thing we have discussed about mesosphere, which is 50 miles from the Earth's surface. Thermosphere, where the air gets thinner and thinner. Temperature is hot there. It's almost 400 miles from the Earth's surface. Then we have discussed the properties of it. It helps in the sustenance of life on Earth. It protects us from the UV radiation. It helps in the cloud formation. Then it helps in the occurrence of rain. It also helps in the formation of snow. Apart from this, changing of weather will be there because of the air. It also helps to maintain the right temperature of the Earth. Then we have started with the composition of air. We know air is a mixture of gases. Nitrogen is present in 78%. Oxygen is present in 21%. And the other gases are like the, just 1 minute. Sahaj, you need to turn on your video. Okay. So then we have discussed the other gases also, like argon, neon, helium, krypton, xenon. They are present in 0.9%. Apart from this, we have the water vapor and the dust particle, which are present in the air. Now, this is the diagram of the components or the composition of air. So, components of air, we can say composition of air. So, composition means what the air is made up of, basically. So, it is made up of the nitrogen, oxygen, the other gases like argon, neon, krypton, xenon, and the carbon dioxide is 0.03%. Now, we'll start with the first one, which is the nitrogen. So, nitrogen, it is a lightest, it is the lightest, colorless, and odorless gas. So, when we talk about the weight, it is the lightest. It does not have any color and it does not have any odor. Odor means like smell.
Smell.
Yeah, smell. So, it generally occurs in diatomic form. What is the meaning of diatomic? Any idea? Diatomic form? What is diatomic? Any one of you have any idea? Shritesh, Ridesh, Divyesh, Rishit, Ashwant, Adrit? No? So, okay, I'll tell you a few meanings. I'll tell you. Like, few names are there: monoatomic, diatomic, and triatomic. Fine. Mono means one, di means two, and tri means three. Clear? Mono is one, di stands for two, and tri stands for three. Now here, everywhere you can see the last word are the atomic. So monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic. So this atomic basically means the atoms. It means the atoms. And what are the atoms? They are the smallest particles of the matter. So now these atoms are basically, if they are present one in number, then we say them as the monoatomic. If they are present two in number, we say them as the diatomic. If they are present three in number, then we say the triatomic. For example, now, if I have H, then I have N2. and then I have O3. Now, could you tell me out of these three, which is monatomic, which is diatomic, and which is triatomic?
Monoatomic is H.
Correct.
N2 is
N2 is diatomic and O3 is triatomic.
G3 is two triatomic.
Very good, very good, Ashwin and Nishit. So H is what? Monatomic, because only single atom is present. Then N2. So here the number of N is 2. So 2 atoms of nitrogen is present. That is why we call it as a diatomic. So second point is it generally occurs in the diatomic form. It means 2 nitrogen will be always attached with each other. And the last one is O3. You know what is the name of the O3? Yesterday
Is it oxygen?
No. Oxygen is O2. O2 is also a diatomic.
Ozone.
Very good. Who answered that? Ozone?
Ma'am Ashwat.
Very good, Ashwin. So O3 is ozone. So yesterday we have discussed a lot about of it, right? So O3 is ozone. So if one atom is present, monoatomic. If 2 atoms are present, diatomic. If 3 are present, then triatomic. So nitrogen, it generally occurs in the diatomic form. Now, going to the third point, nitrogen is used to control combustion. Now, what do you mean by combustion? Have you ever studied about the combustion? I think yes, you might have studied it. What is combustion? No idea? Okay, Shritesh is saying no. Rishit is saying no. Devesh no. Adrit no. Ashwant no. Pradesh, turn on your video. Okay. You have seen the fire, right? You all have seen the fires. At some of the other places, you might have seen the fire. So now what happened? Um, Sometimes a fire catches high amount of it. So what happened? Combustion is a process in which what a substance will be reacting rapidly with oxygen and it gives off heat. Like if you want to light a bonfire, you have a like so many wood you have and you want to light up. So what you will be doing? You will be taking a matchstick and you will be lighting the wood. But if you want that flame should be high, what you will be adding? You will be adding maybe the kerosene in it, petrol in it, so that the amount of the flame will increase. So that is what the combustion is. So combustion, I'll write the definition of it, and it is important also. So in your grade 8th and 7th also you will be learning about combustion.
Yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
combustion.
Ma'am, I heard it in 5th class when there was a statement like oxygen is required for combustion.
Correct. Right, Rishit, very right. So air is required. Air means where we talk about the oxygen, because air has oxygen, so oxygen is required for combustion. So combustion is a chemical process. It is a chemical process in which a substance reacts rapidly with oxygen. Now, where the oxygen is present, it is present around the fire everywhere, right? And what it gives? It gives off heat. So, it is a chemical process in which a substance will be reacting rapidly and rapidly with the oxygen, and they gives us the heat, they releases the heat. So, the nitrogen is important to control the combustion process. Then,
How nitrogen is important for controlling combustion?
so see, if nitrogen is present, what happened? The amount of the flame will be in control. If nitrogen is not present, then what happened? Everywhere we can see the fire. Like might be you have just light up at one place, but because of absence of the nitrogen, it can spread a lot, which can causes lot of problem. That is why it is used to control the combustion. Okay, Rishit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next point is Nitrogen is used by plants and animals to synthesize proteins in the body. So with the help of the nitrogen, what happened? The plants as well as the animal, they will be producing the protein in the body. But the main problem is, directly we cannot use the nitrogen. Though we say that we have 78% of nitrogen present in the atmosphere, but directly I cannot breathe it. So you know what happened? Whatever the amount of nitrogen is there, that will be going into the soil. And who will be taking it? Who will be absorbing it?
Plant.
The plants. But the plants, they have also a certain bacteria in it. So there are few bacteria in the roots of the plants, and they nitrogen, and they will convert this nitrogen into the soluble form. So first of all, I'll show you like how the process it happens. Though it is not there in your this class, but you should know how they absorb it, because in the class 7th you have, in the class 8th you have. So first I'll show you how they absorb it. Just give me a minute. I'll play that video. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm asking that a video.
Yeah, video I'll be playing. So you just watch this video. It's like very good video, and you can see how the process is happening, how they are converting. Since we cannot use directly, they are using some other way to convert it. Okay, I'll now share my screen again. So I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nitrogen cycle. Now here you will be able to see what happens, how we are not able to take the nitrogen, but that nitrogen is used by the plants in the different ways.
Huh? Oh. Aha.
So, you know what happened? This boy, he got the magic layers, and with the help of those magic layers, he is able to see very small, small particles which are present in the atmosphere. And the cartoon is basically the nitrogen molecule.
Ah. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere cannot be used directly by the plants and animals. That is why now what they will be doing, they will be absorbed by the roots with the help of the bacteria, and then they convert them. And the process where the nitrogen gets converted into some other compound, and this compound, it will be like soluble, which can be absorbed by the plants and which can be absorbed by the animals also. See, now the atmospheric nitrogen, they have reached the roots of the leguminous plant. Leguminous plants means like the pulses. So now this is a type of a bacteria called as a rhizobium bacteria, and these bacteria, what do? They will be taking all the atmospheric nitrogen and then now they convert them into the soluble form. So they convert now the nitrogen into the ammonia, and this ammonia now can be used by the plants also, by the animals also. But again, this ammonia will be converted into the nitrates and nitrites, like different compounds of nitrogen, and then only they will be used. So this is the process how it works. So atmospheric nitrogen will be converted into ammonia with the help of rhizobium bacteria, and then this ammonia will be converted into nitrites, and then nitrites will be converted into nitrates. So like this, the difficult compounds will be broken down into the simple form, and this simple form now then will be used by the plants and the animals. See, now you can see the nitrates, they are taken up by the roots. The roots are absorbing the nitrates. So once now they have converted into nitrates, the plant will be using it to make the protein. So before they were not taking the directly nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere, but once it got converted into the ammonia, then nitrites and nitrates, the plants can use them easily for making the proteins. Now indirectly what happens? Like the plants are making the protein, and the plants also have the nitrates in the body. Now these plants are eaten by whom? They are eaten by the animals, right? So directly or indirectly, the animals are also taking the nitrogen compound in their body. And after eating, what does the animal they release?
Excreta.
Very good, Ashwant. They release the excreta. And that excreta also has what? It has the nitrogen. And now that nitrogen goes where? In the soil. So like this, it keeps on going. So you can see after eating the food, what happened after eating the plant, he started releasing the excreta. So over the time, what happens? The excreta which is released by them, they also release the ammonia in the atmosphere. And this ammonia again goes into the atmosphere. They join with the nitrogen and they make the atmospheric nitrogen. Now again, the same cycle will repeat. The plants cannot use directly. That is why now they will be giving it to the roots. Roots has a bacteria called as rhizobium. Rhizobium bacteria will be converting them into the nitrites and nitrates. The nitrates will be used by the plants for making the protein. Plants will be eaten by the animals. Animals will release the excreta. Excreta will release the ammonia into the atmosphere. So that is how the 78% of nitrogen is maintained on the earth or in our atmosphere. Correct? So whatever the amount of nitrogen is being converted, the same amount of nitrogen is being released in the atmosphere. So clear with this, children? How the process happened, how the amount of 78% is maintained in our atmosphere. So can
Yes,
we
ma'am.
use the nitrogen directly from the atmosphere?
No, ma'am.
No. So it has to be converted into which compound?
Nitrates.
Nitrogenous compound. Okay. Nitrogenous compound like ammonia. And then ammonia will be converted into the nitrates and nitrites. Clear? Okay. So that was the meaning of this point actually. And you know, in the class 7th and 8th, you will be learning the same thing in detail. But now I think you are aware in the class 6 also what is nitrogen cycle. So you can answer your teacher that time.
Cycle of an oxygen also?
Yes, we have. We have oxygen cycle, we have carbon cycle, we have water cycle. Okay. So nitrogen is used by the plants and animals to synthesize protein in the body. Now the next point, as I was discussing and I showed you the video also, nitrogen cannot be directly used by plants or animals. So we cannot use the nitrogen directly. It has to be converted into nitrate or nitrite. So now, can you tell me the name of the bacteria who is responsible for converting it? What?
It starts with R. Like I'm not getting.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it starts from H.
No, it starts from R. Shritesh is right. It starts from R.
Ma'am, is it Romas?
It is rhizobium. Okay, I'll just write the name also. Rhizobium. Rhizobium. Fine. So name of the bacteria which converts them into the nitrate or nitrite is rhizobium. Now moving ahead with the next point. Nitrogen is also used to manufacture fertilizer. Now, what are fertilizers?
Ma'am, like the pesticides which are used for plants.
No, not pesticides. Fertilizers are basically kinds of chemicals which are added to the soil so that the fertility of the soil can be increased. I'll give you the example. Just let me complete this statement. So nitrogen is used to manufacture fertilizers to so that it can increase the soil fertility. Now, what are fertilizers and what does I mean? I'll explain you by giving the example. For example, we have any plant, okay, any plant, any one plant we have. Now, this plant, for example, the plant name is X. Now, this plant, what do they need? They need the nitrogen. Might be they need the nitrogen in maybe some they need nitrogen in 200 gram. Okay, 200 gram of nitrogen they need, but might be in the soil this 200 gram is not available. Just 100 gram is there. Okay, in the soil what is there? Only 100 grams are there, and the plant they need how much? They need the 200 gram of nitrogen. Now what happened? We will be providing them fertilizers. So we will be providing them fertilizers, and these fertilizers are what? They are the substances. And when we add these substances into that plant, what happen? They will be getting the nutrients, whatever they need. Like, different fertilizers will be there. Like you have the different varieties of the toffee, right? Mango or the ice cream. The mango ice cream, the strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream, the different flavors are there. Same way for the plants also, for their growth and development, whatever they need, whichever nutrient they need, that nutrients are made in the factories, and that nutrients are called as the fertilizers. So nitrogen has one packet, phosphorus has a different packet or the different quantity of it. So like this, the different nutrients are available as a different fertilizers. So might be Adrit, right? Adrit, he likes chocolate ice cream. Devesh like the vanilla. Rishit like the pineapple. Ashwant like strawberry. Shritesh like everything. So what happens? We can segregate, right? We are getting so many ice cream, and I can segregate each ice cream to all of you according to your taste. And Shritesh has lot of option that he can select any ice cream because he loves all the ice creams. Same way, sometimes or some crops or some plants are like that. They need all type of fertilizers. So in that case, what we do? We will give them the fertilizers which has all the properties of all the nutrients in it, right? And some plants they need only one important nutrient. So in that case, we will provide them that fertilizers. Clear? So why do we add the fertilizers and water fertilizers? So as soon as we add these fertilizers, what happens? The growth of the plant increases. And why the growth increases? It is because they get the thing what they need for the growth, right? Your mothers, they ask you to drink milk or they ask you to eat the green leafy vegetable. Why do they ask? They ask you because they are important for the growth and development. Same way, these nutrients or these fertilizers are good for them. But yes, one negative part is also there of these fertilizers. The negative part is that, like, it is for us also, not only for them. If you eat lot of ice cream, what happens? Tooth decay, right? Same way, in them also, if so much of fertilizers are given, they may get any particular kind of problem or any kind of diseases in their body. That is why the farmers, what do? They have to study about the crop first. They should know that if the wheat crop is there, if the rice crop is there, or if any other crop is there, how much amount of fertilizer do they need? Do they need less amount? Do they need more amount? Or do they need nitrogen? Do they need the potassium, or do they need phosphorus? So what type they need and how much do they need, they should know about it. And then only they can provide. By chance, if the farmer is not
Ma'am,
aware,
they can use the
Natural fertilizers, na ma'am?
Yes, they can do that. They can use natural fertilizers. They can
Ma'am,
use the manure, cow dung. They
ma'am,
can use.
then how to find that this specific plant is lack of this nutrient?
Yes, by seeing their structure, by seeing their body, you will be able to identify. Sometimes a crop grows. Sometimes a crop will become little yellow in color or little brown in color. So like this, they identify that they need it, or they become dry sometime. And Ashwant has said like we can give them, yes, the natural fertilizers can be given. So we have the cow dung also, right? You might have seen like we will be
Yes, sir.
providing them the cow dung. But yes, cow dung does not have any negative impact on the crop or negative impact on the plant. But fertilizers, excess amount of fertilizers has the negative impact. The only reason the farmers they use the fertilizers is because the plants will be getting the nutrients what they need. But in the case of the manure or in the case of the cow dung, what do they get? They get all the nutrients in little amount, which are not needed by the plants. Understood? So by using the fertilizers, whatever they need, they will be getting it. But in the case of the manure, they will be getting everything in the cow dung, but in very less amount. So because of which they take more time to grow and develop. And in the case of fertilizers, they will start growing as soon as they get it. Clear? Adrit, Divyesh, Ashwant, Shritesh, and Rishit.
Yes,
Ridesh?
yes, ma'am, clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Actually, these points, what I'm telling you today, are there in your class 8. In class 8, first chapter is all about this, what I'm telling you today. So it is good that you should know about all these things in advance. So that are the fertilizers. So they are not required in high amount. They can be used in less amount. And by using in the less amount also, they can be effective. We'll go for the next one now. Nitrogen oxidation of stored food in packets. Nowadays, you might have seen like even the ready-made gravies are coming in the packet. Have you seen those ready-made gravy, vegetable curry, sabzis, all those things are coming in the packet? No?
Ma'am, in packets.
Yeah, in packets. Like just what you need to do is you need to add that packet into the hot water and your gravy will be ready. Do you know about that?
Ma'am, I don't know about vegetable gravy, but I know sometimes in also Maggie they just put it inside and you have to heat it and then you'll get it.
Correct. The same way you will have the gravies also. Like you have the cup noodles, right? You are talking about the kappa noodles. So in the kappa noodles, what we need to do? We need to just add water, boil water, and within 5 minutes it will be ready. No need to add any masalas or
Yes,
anything,
ma'am.
right?
In some aeroplanes, they will give that food only.
Correct, Divesh. So same way you will have the gravies also. Like you have the rajma, you have the potato gravy, you have the like paneer gravy also. So many gravies comes like this. So they will be in the packet. Just what we need to do is we have to open the outer cover
I
of
like
it.
the gravy most.
Okay. So just we have to open that cover, outer cover, and that packet we need to put in the hot water. And after like some 4 to 5 minutes, your gravy is ready. So neither you have added any vegetable nor you have added any other spices or masalas into it. So why it is so? It is because of the nitrogen. So how do they preserve it? They preserve it because of the nitrogen oxidation. So when you see all those packets, you will be able to find out the amount of the nitrogen being used for the process.
Ma'am, can you show a video?
Video related to
Ma'am, nitrogen oxide. This
oxidation.
one. This one.
Just let me see if I can find a perfect video. Then I'll share the screen. Just 1 minute. Let me find out. Okay, I think I have got one. Let me see first. Okay, I'll just show you. Like make not exact video, but yes, somehow related to it is there. You'll get an idea by looking into it. So see what is happening here. They have to put the groundnuts or the peanuts into the packets. So you can see that packet is like little fluffy. That is because of the presence of the nitrogen. So what do they do? Along with the peanuts, they have added the nitrogen gas also into it. So see, the bag form sealing with nitrogen gas flush in. So they have made that nitrogen gas to go inside. Flush means to go inside. And because of which it becomes fluffy. You might have seen in the chips packets also, right? If you get 5 rupees packet, inside that only air will be there,
Yes,
no
sir.
chips.
Only 2 chips will be.
Oh yeah, only 2 chips will be there. So I had just now. So I found that only air is present inside, nothing else. Only 2 or 3 chips maximum is there.
Teacher, they
Yes.
make us foolish. Lace company.
Yeah, that is what we are fool only.
They keep this much of chips and this much of nitrogen.
Yes.
So what they do, their money will be less, but profit will be more.
Exactly, that's what the company they do.
They apply product less, their money will sell less, and they will get profit more.
Yes, correct.
It's called business.
Yeah, that is what the business is. And see, after adding the everything, then again they are weighing
And
it.
one more thing, teacher.
Hmm.
The company, it will like don't waste this money. But what shopkeepers do, they buy it in same price and sell it in market. If it's 40 rupees, they sell it in 100.
So they also want to earn some profit, right? That's the reason they do it.
And on that chips packet, ma'am, when we go to a shop for buying a small one, like 5 rupees one, they'll give like a ad, ma'am, 25% extra chips.
And nothing will be there in that.
Yes,
Foolish,
ma'am.
teacher.
Only half chip will be more.
Yes, correct.
Not even
Actually,
half,
that
teacher, quarter.
25%,
They give
25%
quarters quarter. They will give quarters quarter. Again, make it to like half quarter.
So they are just making us fool by telling us that 25% extra will be there. The 25% extra is basically the nitrogen gas into it. that is how like this all things works basically. Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think the test has started.
Yeah, we'll be doing it. We'll be doing it after some time. So we'll just go through once again whatever we have done today. So we have discussed about the composition of air. In this, we have discussed that nitrogen 78% highest amount of it. But though it is present highest in amount, but we cannot use it directly, it has to be converted into some other form of it. Talking about the characters of nitrogen, they are lightest, they are colorless, they are odorless gas. They are present in the diatomic form. Diatomic means two. There are two atoms of nitrogen are present in it. Then they can be used to control combustion process. And what is combustion? It is a process in which the substance reacts rapidly with oxygen and they gives off heat. Then nitrogen is used by plants and animals to produce the protein in the body. Then we cannot use the nitrogen directly. It has to be converted into the nitrate or nitrite with the help of the bacteria called as rhizobium. And then it is also used to manufacture fertilizers and to increase the soil fertility. Also, it is used. I have just explained you with the help of the example how what are fertilizers, how they are being used and when they are being used. And then they are also used to store food in the packets. All right, children, anything you like doubt you have? Okay, now you all can start doing the test.
Ma'am, what do you mean by the word extinguish?
Extinguish.
Extinguish.
Tell me the question number, which question you're talking about.
Ma'am, first
Saying
one
extinguish, ma'am.
options.
Just
Yes, ma'am.
let me open. You're talking about question number 1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It is used to extinguish fire means to control the fire.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm done with my test.
Okay.
Ma'am, I by mistakenly submitted my test by one question remaining.
Okay, no problem, Adrit. But be careful next time, all right?
No.
Okay. Devesh done.
Yes, ma'am.
Rishit done.
Yes, ma'am, I'm done.
Okay. I'll open the test. So, question number 1, select the option regarding the oxygen gas. Adrit,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, anyhow, the answer is like visible to you. We can just discuss it. So select the correct option regarding oxygen gas. So, it supports
Supports
combustion. So, sorry. Which of the following is the use of air?
All of these.
All of these.
All of
Correct.
these.
Select the instrument that is used to detect the direction of
Weathercock.
weathercock. Very good. Cock. It is cock, not clock. Which of the following statements is not true?
Air doesn't
It does not play any role in the water cycle. Water cycle.
Correct. Which of the following processes produce oxygen?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Which of the following need air to move?
All of this.
All of these. Which of the following gases form a layer in the atmosphere? And ozone. Plants take oxygen present in?
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere through water.
Okay. Humans are not independent on plants for
Carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide. So we are basically dependent for the oxygen, not for the carbon dioxide.
Ma'am, but I have a doubt, ma'am.
Hmm?
And humans are not dependent on the plants for fuel also.
Teacher, finish.
Sure.
Ma'am, can we go back to the 7th question once?
7th question.
Ma'am, not the 7th one, more.
Just 1 minute.
Ma'am, the 5th one.
Yeah, which of the following processes produces oxygen?
Ma'am, but in photosynthesis, plants take oxygen from the air, right? They don't produce it.
Correct, correct. The answer will be actually here produces.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
producers means like photosynthesis
Ma'am,
process through
Wait. Shutej, here they are saying the process where the oxygen is produced. So plants only they produce the oxygen, right? They are
Yes,
using the
ma'am.
carbon dioxide.
They take the carbon dioxide and they give the oxygen.
Correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'll just show you the result. I'm now here to see. I'll go a little back. So Shutesh 35, Rishit 30, Adrit 26, Devesh 25, Ridesh 25. Ashwant, what happened?
Yeah, ma'am. Today I'm done.
Very good. And out of 40, you got 25, huh? Okay,
No, ma'am. Today
Shutesh.
I'm done.
Okay, dull. Question number 5 is wrong, Ridesh. And then question number 5 only is wrong. Okay, Rishit. 2 questions might be wrong for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Plants take oxygen present in atmosphere through stomata. And
Soil to
humans.
stomata.
Hmm. First, we'll see Ashwant. What happened to Ashwant?
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
I
Yes.
choose.
Ma'am, in that, in the question, ma'am, they gave that humans are not dependent on plants for what, ma'am? So, like, in humans are not dependent on plants for fuel also, no?
Fossil fuels can be in the form of the plants also.
Yes, ma'am, I forgot fossil fuel.
Right. So Ashwin, so many questions you have done it wrong. Okay, go through all the answers, whatever are wrong. Question number 1, select the correct option regarding oxygen. It is like it supports combustion. Then instrument used to detect the direction of the wind, it is called as weathercock. Which of the following process produces
Okay,
oxygen?
ma'am.
That is photosynthesis. They need air to move. All of these. Yacht also, parachute also, windmill also, everything, all these three things requires what? The air. Then we are not dependent on the what? We are not dependent on the CO2. Fine. We'll go to Radesh. Very good. 31% oxygen is present, huh, Radesh?
Yeah.
Very good. You have done mistakes which are not at all required. Okay, Devesh has also not read this question properly. Which of the following need air to move? So all these need air to move.
Teacher, what's that second
Yes.
option means?
It's parachute.
I'm not able to read it. Parachutes.
Oh, parachutes, they
SU.
need the
Ma'am,
air.
I was not getting the spelling.
Teacher,
That's
it's
why.
SU. Not CU, CHU, it's SU.
Typing error is there.
I thought something I thought and kept all of this.
Very good. Okay, anything else you want to ask children?
Nothing.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so tomorrow,
No, ma'am.
not tomorrow, Monday, next Monday, we'll be discussing about the remaining gases like the oxygen, water vapor, dust particles, how they are important or how they are harmful for us. So all those things in the next classes we'll be discussing. Have you registered for the science fest?
Ma'am, actually, my parents said I'm not gonna be home that day.
Okay. Rishit?
Yesterday, like I thought to do, but my father was not at my home, so today I'll do it.
Ashwant has done it, right, Ashwant?
No, ma'am.
No. Let me see the list.
Teacher,
Yes, Radesh.
actually, science fest I can't do.
Why?
I think so. It's on science exam only. Teacher,
Very
once can you
good.
tell the date?
14th, which is Tuesday.
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, that day science, not science exam. Science stress is there.
Okay. Fine. We'll
And
see who will
like
be doing it, who will not be doing it.
Like it's like this teacher. Teacher, till now in science 11 chapters are there. They have done
Only?
5 chapters.
Only?
For P.
Only
No,
11?
not. Sorry. Yeah, teacher.
Just 11?
They due to COVID pandemic, they can like reduce the portion.
I should
Yes,
have given
ma'am.
the full portion, 16 chapters.
Ma'am, for us also, ma'am, like they gave us a
Yeah,
date
ma'am.
only,
Ma'am, they are regionalized
Like
books,
in some schools still they have that old books, no? So they are selling. So the ma'am will decide. Next year you see again they will change it.
Okay, fine. Okay, children,
Next
then.
year
Ma'am,
we
from
don't know. They
November
might
14, my
they,
exams are starting, so
teacher,
I
they
can't
might
go
give
to the
only one
science fest.
chapter.
You all are so busy, huh? That day everybody has some or the other kind of work
Teacher,
to do. Okay.
Ma'am, I
so
don't have.
out of 11 chapters, we have done 6. And our ma'am is telling in half yearly she gave all 6. And in PA1 she gave 2 chapters. So now she is telling 6. 7 chapter also I completed, no children. So I'll give all 7 chapters in PA3, 40 marks.
Great. It's good. I'll
So
be
what
giving
will
all
you do,
11.
teacher?
Nothing studying. That your work is only just to study. So keep
No,
on
teacher.
studying.
Actually, today I had my science period, so my ma'am conducted a slip test. So in that I scored 10 on 10.
Oh, great, great. Which chapter?
Ma'am, it's on electricity and circuits and on magnets, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, children, then register if you wish to register. I want personally, I want you all to register for it. Rest it is up to you. Okay?
Teacher, who will be good at it?
For what?
Like science festival get first prize.
See, I have hope on you all. You all are good in that. So, but you all have the excuses not to do it. Correct? Ashwant is laughing like anything.
Ma'am, we'll do a deal, ma'am. Who will do the science fest? They all will get prize.
Okay, definitely. I said that I all will be getting a certificate and the winner will be getting a very, very special prize.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children, then we'll meet on Monday.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Right.